Hey everyone, I'm the Human Floyd, and this is your Rumors of Tamriel for the 11th of Sun's Height. These are in-character rumors submitted by roleplayers like yourself and are based on roleplay taking place in the Elder Scrolls Online. In and around Cormount, there has been an increase in reports of missing children. This has been attributed to hag-ravens, who were collecting the young ones for use in some dark ritual at Grotwood's Magestone. Thankfully, local adventurers were able to stop the hag-ravens and save the children, returning them to their homes. Other Mundus stones across Tamriel may be the target of similar rituals, vandalism, or desecration. The events around Cormount appear to be tied to a spinner, whose mind has been warped and broken in unimaginable ways. Using his powerful illusion magic, he has coerced the hag-ravens into attempting to defile the Magestone. When local adventurers learned who was truly behind the kidnappings, they fought their way through the spinner's illusions, but by the time they broke free from his stories, he was already gone. The spinner's fascination with snakes appears to be related to him targeting the Magestone for his dark ritual, and many of the stolen children are said to have been born under the apprentice over 4 years ago in Sun's Height. It's unclear if the spinner is working alone or as part of something larger, but it seems likely that other incidents involving the Mundus stones will in some way mock the guardian constellations. Those versed in astrology know the apprentice is said to be under the guardianship of the Magestone. Perhaps future crimes by this spinner or his associates will involve sacrificing those born under the constellations protected by the other guardians.
I heard about this Altman fella up in Haven. It's a real bookish type, yeah. Well, he's penniless as a pauper and ain't much good for nothing. Keeps going on and on about getting back home, but any time anyone offers him any real work, he ain't gonna budge. Now how's that for typical Altman, eh?
Did you hear about it? The treasure idiot of the Bandit King said on his deathbed that he'd buried it all in some location in Valenwood. Not that I believe it, of course, but honestly, with something like that, you could be emperor.
It is said that there is an orcish stronghold in Greenshade that has been forcibly evicted, left leaderless. The clan chieftain's first daughter is determined to seek revenge against those who murdered her father and left half her clan poisoned.
Have you heard about the Bosman in Ralka? A great and favored merchant. This one has heard that he was treated most unfairly by a group of mercenaries down south. They even tried to kill him, but he got away through cleverness worthy of Rajin himself.
Did you hear about Linestrea's new prodigy? Yes, it said she's going to teach him the art of swordplay. I've seen him running about in armor. Half the time he's crying. It's unseemly, really. Why shouldn't Altmer put such effort into a Nord, let alone such a pathetic example of the mannish races?
Mages Guild officials in the Covenant capital city of Wayrest have grown increasingly alarmed by perceived hostilities on the part of the Tharns, whose spokespeople and spies have made it clear that its continued non-compliance is tantamount to treason. One administrator has claimed multiple threats levied against his students and faculty, along with the demands the guild turn over any artifacts of power that could be used to help the Empire's armies. They have, of course, refused. Losing the Arcane University was one thing. Aiding and abetting the Imperials is another. However, the guild has been growing increasingly concerned with maintaining its position of neutrality, seeking to politically distance itself from the ongoing battles brought against the Dominion and Pact forces. It insists that its primary virtues are the pursuits of knowledge, peace, and rationality. Yet some have accused the Mages Guild of consorting with Covenant-sponsored renegades and mercenaries in their attempts to maintain power in these turbulent and troublesome times. They speak of midnight meetings with masked men and oaths sworn by candlelight. But once the smoke clears, it is unsure where the guild's loyalties will really lie. Several common rooms have been abuzz with talk of two golden-clad knights wandering the lands of the Ebonheart Pact, eradicating Daedra that are causing problems to citizens, and offering their help for the greater good of the Pact. After a few mugs of mead loosened his tongue, Bjorn Trollsbane of Riften was overheard telling a tale of how these two knights saved the lives of his entire hunting party when they were attacked by a horde of Daedra. They introduced themselves as Sir and Dame Blackwell. A Dunmer in the corner scowled over his wine, saying, "They are good at what they do, but golden armor? Ridiculous! They have helped some of my kin, certainly, but it's rather silly, if you ask me." A steward in Eastmarch has reported the Blackwells have offered their knowledge, experience, and swords to all of the Pact, and that they are more than happy to answer the call for fighting the less than run-of-the-mill battles. A recent shipment of slaves delivered to Kraganmore are infected with the Nahatan flu, according to some. Will this contagion spread throughout the rest of Stonefalls? Some meddlesome Nordwoman, large and crazy-haired, has been traveling across Morrowind, leading slave rallies. She's been arming the Khajiit slaves for battle and giving them torches as they slaughter their owners. The Dunmer worry that she will destroy the entire economy if she is not stopped. There are whispers in Stormhold that there is a cabal of powerful necromancers rising in power. It is said this enigmatic group is raiding small villages and taking everything living and dead captive. Survivors, while few, overheard them talking about a ritual to create a special soul gem for some dark purpose. More news from Argonia. At the recent moot held in Blackmarsh, the Argonians called the leaders of the Pact to arms. The Aldmeri Dominion's invasion of Shadowfen has been largely quelled, but now it is believed that they gather for another attack. The Vice Cannons, coordinating with Argonian tribal leaders, now scour the marsh in search of the secret Dominion base. There's a rumor going around Eastmarch that a Nord and Dunmer are chasing one another around naked. These men have stirred up some recent discussions about what's acceptable to do in public and what's not. That's all for today's rumors. I'm looking for people to do some voice acting for these videos. If you have a quality microphone and are good with accents, email me at thehumanfloyd@gmail.com. I'm looking for people to voice all races of Tamriel, so some British and Scandinavian accents would be great. Please send me a sample of your voice work if you are interested. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to post rumors on the EU and NA rumor threads, or send them to my inbox on Engine. Peace.